Assalamualaikum. Cek. Assalamualaikum. Waalaikumsalam. Cek. Waalaikumsalam.
Halo Ibu, good morning.
Good morning, Bunia.
Hi, nice to see you today.
Yeah, nice to see you too. Is it the same time in Riau? Yeah. Is it in Riau or Pasiran?
Yeah, it is in Riau. I think that the time is same.
Same.
8:10.
Yeah, 10:08. The same.
Yeah.
I'm afraid there is a difference.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So this is the first time that we meet. Miss Nia, yeah, Miss.
Where is your location, Miss?
Oh, no. Yeah. Yeah, just a minute, Miss. Ya, Bang, Bapak. Ini programnya.
Bantu diingatkan kawan-kawannya, Lela, Nelly, untuk join soon. Juliana?
Ya, ma'am. Sudah, ma'am.
Di mana sekarang ini para mahasiswa? Di kampung atau sudah di kos?
Rumah, ma'am.
Sudah di sini ya?
Yeah, Miss. So there are 8 meetings, yeah, Miss.
Yeah. 8 meeting, it is about 12 hours.
12 hours per meeting, 1.5. Yeah.
Yes.
Per hour, 1.5. How many students are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Still 9 students. So we have to wait for about more than 10, ya, Miss, ya. And then we take photo, ya. Adik-adik mahasiswa gimana? Minal aidin wal faizin ya. Salam kenal dari saya.
Salam kenal juga, ma'am.
Ya, pada ini ya. Nanti kalau kita ambil foto, baru kalian buka kameranya ya, biar tetap stabil ini ya, Pak. Biar tetap stabil jaringannya ya. Di sana sulit ya, Miss, untuk Zoom-nya?
I don't think so.
No? Oh, so there is no problem with the connection, yeah. because
Yeah.
some students I can see from here connecting to audio and connecting to video. So it takes a little bit.
Very fine. Yes.
Well, meanwhile waiting, so I have to know one by one my students and also Miss Nia. Yeah, this is a great chance for me. I would like to say thank you very much to Miss Nia for giving us opportunity to meet each other in this program praktisi mengajar. Yeah, it is a great chance for me to share what I know, what I get, and what I teach to you all. I hope it can be useful for all of us. Well, first of all, let me introduce myself. My name's Amalia. My students usually call me Mem Amel. Even though my name is Amalia, because it is Javanese tongue, Javanese tongue. It is difficult to say Amal. It is easier for Javanese people to say Amel. So they changed the name. Usually the students call me Mem Amel. And I have been teaching since 2004, since I graduated from a bachelor degree, and then I take my S2 degree in here in STKIP Sidoarjo. And then so far I know this program since 2022. So this is the second year that I joined this program praktisi mengajar, and I think it is a really interesting program for all the university students and for all praktisi and for all the lecturer, so we can meet even though it is in online. Online. Maybe someday I can go to Pasir Pangarayan.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully, Miss. Maybe some students here ever visit Sidoarjo or Surabaya? Is there from Java in this class?
Not yet.
No. Who? Miftahul.
Not yet.
Oh, not yet. Okay. So let's open your camera and we can take photo together and for documentation, and it will be used not for publication, it is used for what is that?
For report.
Documentation, yeah, only for documentation and report to Kemendikbud, yeah, Kemendikbud, and we have to upload our photo as a proof that we have this program. Wait. Okay. If your friends join again, so we can take photo again. 3, 2, 1. Smile. Okay. Where is Normala Fitri? You haven't opened your camera yet. Fitri, still connecting? Yeah, it's okay. Maybe after this, yeah. Yeah, it's an introduction from me. Maybe Miss Nia would like to say something. The time is yours, Miss.
Okay, thank you, Miss Amel. Yeah, before going to the lesson, let's introduce me and also my students. Actually, the students call me Miss Badal, but it's okay if you want to call me Miss Nia. It doesn't matter. And then actually, the students already got learning or lesson from the praktisi mengajar in the last semester. And it is the second time also for the students to learn with the praktisi mengajar, and this is very special for this semester with Miss Amel. Yeah, it is a very great time. And then the students will learn about the subject creative writing. And actually, this is the new subject in our Prodi, Miss Amel, because a new curriculum and this is the new subject also. And then it is very benefit for the students to learn with the praktisi mengajar. It means that to get the more experience and also to more knowledge, yeah, from Miss Amel. And then actually the students totally 25 students, and today is the first day for the students learning after holiday. Maybe some students will be late for joining. And then about the connection, actually there is no trouble with the connection, but maybe it is the student itself. But from the location, actually our location, it is very near with the North Sumatra, Miss Amel. Yeah. It is about only 2 or 3 hours from our location to get the Padang Sidempuan, I think, in the North Sumatra. And also our location, it is the near also with the Sumbar. Yeah, with the Sumbar and also with the Jambi. Yeah. What else? I think that's all, Miss.
Yeah, thank you very much, Miss.
Yeah, we can go to learning.
Okay, Miss.
Miss Amel, comes yours.
Yeah, let's start our learning process. And let me share the screen. Okay, as we know that this is a new curriculum, yeah, from Campus Merdeka, yeah. So all the students here are lucky because you have Miss Badalnia who teaches you patiently. So it's time for us to learn about creative writing. When I was in university, I just have a writing lesson without creative. But today there is a new curriculum that is called as creative writing. Why we must be creative? Because it is one of the skills in this era that we have to be able to be creative. Yeah, we have to be able to creative. And let's learn about creative writing itself. Creative writing, as we know, it is a form of writing that goes beyond the traditional realms of normal, professional, academic, or technical forms of writing. This is one of the definition, right? And then another definition, creative writing. Yeah. Yes. What's up? Creative writing is any type of writing that is original. Why the students must be able to be creative? Because they need to be more original, yeah, and expressive of oneself. And it is maybe based on your experience. You can express it in your story, in your writing, yeah. And then creative writing can technically be considered any writing of contemporary and original composition. Once more, the keyword is original, okay? And this one from Albert Einstein, what is creativity? Creativity is seeing what others see and thinking what no one else ever thought. So even though you have the same observation, the same object to be observed, the same thing that you see, yeah, you go to your campus and you see the same building, but you must have different thought, yeah. Even though you you have the same view, you have the same portrait of your campus, of your building, the campus building, but you must have another thought, yeah. You must think differently, yeah. Think differently. You think what no one else ever thought. You must have your own point of view. You must have your own thoughts, yeah. You must have your own ideas, even from the same object, right? And then this is another quote about creativity. Don't wait for inspiration, because when you are waiting, it will take a long time, yeah. It comes while working. If you want to be creative in your writing, don't wait for inspiration. Just do, just write, yeah, just write. Your creativity will comes up while you are writing, okay? Don't wait for inspiration to write, just write what you want to write, and it will come. The creativity, the new view, the new thought will comes up while you are writing. This is based on my experience, right? And then this one, this is a very famous person, yes, Steve Jobs. Creativity is just connecting things. This is another quote from Steve Jobs, that creativity is just connecting things. You know the place of market, and then you know your campus. You're just connecting those two places. You're just connecting. Yeah. When you ask creative people how they did something, they feel a little guilty because they didn't really do it. A creative person didn't know exactly that they or he or she is creative, and feel a little guilty because they didn't really do it. Just saw something and it seemed obvious to them after a while. Because just connecting what you ever know, what you ever hear, what you ever feel, and write it down, right? Just connecting. Sometimes it is a reality, ya kan? It is a reality, right? Sometimes it is your imagination. You're just connecting your imagination with your facts, your experience, your reality. Just connecting. It will comes up to be a new one, a new story, right? Just write it. And then, you know, based on your imagination, it will be the beginning of creation. You imagine what you desire. You will what you imagine, and at last you create what you will. This is my favorite writer, yeah, George Bernard Shaw, a writer from UK, from Ireland, Northern Ireland. Imagination is the beginning of creation. You imagine what you desire, you will do what you imagine, and at last you create what you will. Okay, it's time for you to write your own creativity quotes. Okay, I will give you the link to Mentimeter, and then you write your own quote. Yeah, adik-adik tulis, you write a word, your own word. Okay, your own word, your own quote about creativity. Just a minute. I will copy the link, and then you just open in your cell phone. Yeah, if you use cell phone, and I send to chat, yeah, to everyone. Please, you click. Is there? Is there? Can you click the link? Does it work? Mentimeter? Nah, you just click it, and then you write your own quote. What is creative? What is creativity? Write a word about being creative. This is your own words, okay? You can write 3 words. You can write 3 words. Sudah kelihatan ya adik-adik ya linknya? Can you find the link in the chat room? Wait, I will send to your group. Maybe it is difficult for you to open in the chat group. Just a minute. Okay. This is your own quiz. Use your creativity. Just write a word, maximum 3 words here. What is being creative? According to you, just 1 word, okay. You can open in the WhatsApp group, ya. Adik-adik buka di grup WhatsApp ya. You can open in WhatsApp group the link of Mentimeter, the quiznya. You do the quiz. Okay. Does it work? Okay, you write your words. One student can write more than 1 word. So 1 student can write more than 1 word. You can write 3 entries per participant, yeah. Because I have made the setting, enable multiple submission. Write a word about being creative. Write a word about being creative. Let me check. Link to the live result. Is there the result? Have you written? Is there difficulty in using Mentimeter? Is there difficulty in using Mentimeter? The second link is to see your result of your, what is that? Of your answer. Okay. Try it again and again. If we never try, we never know. All right, good job, good job. Go on, please. That's nice. So I will share the screen about what you have written here. Write a word about being creative. Being creative is trying again and again. If we never try, we never know. Okay, go on. Who is it? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, who's next? Still 1 student? All right. Creative is imagination. Okay. Creative is connection. Maybe you can change with creativity ya. Tuh adik-adik ganti dengan kata-kata creativity. Creativity is imagination. Atau ditambah gini, being creative is, it's okay, it's okay. Creative starts yourself, okay? Job, artworks, Try it again. Thinking. Creative is thinking. Creative is imagination. It's okay. Being creative is connection. Okay. You connect your experience. You connect your imagination, and then you mix it and it becomes a new short story. Yeah, because what we learned today is about writing a short story. There are some writing lessons that you will get, that is short story, yeah, short story, and then novel, poetry, and then there is mid test, and then create and develop dialogue. This is my favorite. Visionary, okay, good. Creativity starts yourself. Thinking, inspired. Okay, good. Go on. Innovational. Okay, we never know. We never know about what we will create. We never know about what we will create. Okay, this is your own quote, so you can make it real. You can make it real. And then your quote is, okay, who else? There are still 4 students. Okay, go on. How many students join in this Zoom? Wait. How many students join in this Zoom? So far, I will ask Miss Badal to, okay. And then who is the leader? Who is the captain of this class? Siapa ini ketua kelasnya? Who is the captain of this class? Della, Dimas, Farah, Haidir, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, there are 13 students, and there are several quotes that have appeared in this link. And also, let me check. I'm waiting for new participants. All right, already 6. Curiosity. Okay, being creative is curiosity. Good. It's okay. Only 1 word, no problem. 2 words, okay. 3 words, no problem. Okay, because you create your own quote, I'm sure that you can develop your own creativity based on what you have written. Okay, because according to you, creativity is connecting things. Okay, creativity is curiosity. Okay, creativity is innovational. Why not? Okay, creativity is imagination. Creativity is artworks. Creativity is we never know. It's the key of your success. Okay, thank you very much. So let us continue with our lesson. Let me share screen. Okay, we continue with the new one. What is that? Creative writing. What is creative writing? Creativity code, and you have written your own creativity code. And then we go on with short story, okay? Short story. This one, short story. I just take the quote because quote is easier for you to learn, right? Rather than giving you a long definition, I'm sure it will be useful for you to use quote. Yeah, short story is a photograph. Meanwhile, a novel is a film. So what you are writing today is a short story. What you are going to learn today is a short story. And don't worry about short story because short story is just a photograph. You just take a photo and then finish, done. And then there is another quote from Neil Gaiman that short stories are tiny windows. Yeah, short stories are tiny windows. In the first quote, short story is a photograph, a novel is a film. So novel is a film, a long film, and photograph is a short story. And then this one, the second one, short stories are tiny windows into other worlds and other minds and other dreams. Short stories are tiny windows. So if you have a house, you have just tiny windows. You don't need a big windows, you just need a tiny window. Yeah, tiny window. Can be one window, can be more than two windows. Yeah, there are two windows or three windows. Maybe here in our practicing short story, we need three windows. Three windows means three paragraphs. Yeah, minimum three windows. Into other words, ke dunia lain. Okay, into other words and other minds, pemikiran lain, and other dreams. They are journeys you can make to the far side of the universe and still be back in time for dinner. Okay? Far side of the universe and still be back in time for dinner. It means that you come back to your house for dinner. So you just go around, travel using a tiny window, using three tiny windows, and then come back again to your house to have dinner. Okay, let's learn about short story. Yeah, the first, what you have to think is your setting, elements of a short story. Previously, I give you an example. The setting is in your campus, okay, in your university. The setting is in your classroom, for example, and then the setting is in your house. Okay, it can be in your house, it can be in your bedroom, it can be in your classroom, it can be in your university, it can be in your campus. Yeah, something that is related to our daily life. Okay, setting. You choose the setting first. Ayo adik-adik, sekarang pilih dulu ya. Kalian pilih dulu sekarang settingnya di mana. Okay, nanti kalau menulis gampang ini. Okay, you choose one of the settings around you. Can be in the campus, or you're in your grandma's house, in your bedroom, in your classroom. And then the second, plot. I will take a little bit to explain about plot. Yeah, plot. So you need to think about plot. We will discuss about this later. After setting, plot, and then there is a conflict. There must be a conflict. Conflict can be a small conflict or big conflict, yeah, or medium conflict maybe. And then there should be a character, minimum one person. The character is I, for example, minimum one character. And then there is point of view. Point of view can be you yourself who talk to the audience, to the reader. And then it can be other people who knows all, called as omniscient point of view. And then theme, okay? Let's discuss one by one. Setting is the time, location, You have decided the location, maybe in your campus, okay, in which a story takes place. And then time in 2023, or maybe in the dry season, in winter, or maybe in wet season, yeah, rainy season. You choose the time. Maybe in the morning, in the afternoon, what time? It can be more specific, no problem, yeah. For some stories, the setting is very important, while for others, it is not. There are several aspects of a story setting to consider when examining how setting contributes to a story. So the place is a geographical location, yeah. And then the time, when, and then the weather condition. Is it sunny? Is it cloudy? It is useful for you to describe in your story. And then about social condition, daily life, okay? The characters like from small family or a big family, and then from what kind of social condition. You can choose one of the setting, yeah, from good economic condition or from good educational background. You can choose, okay? And then the fifth setting is mood or atmosphere. At the beginning of the story, is it a sad setting or a happy setting? A happy setting, for instance, when you gather with your family. You gather during Eid Mubarak Day, okay? So there is a good mood, of course. But if it is in a sad mood, in a cemetery, for example, and you miss your father has passed away, your mother has passed away, you can write it down as the setting, okay? Place, time, weather, social, mood. This is the element of a short story, yeah. After this, we will just practice in simple story, simple short story. And then the second, plot, yeah, plot, how the author arranges events. So from the beginning, and then in the middle, and then the end, okay? The beginning, of course, talking about the setting, and then in the middle, of course, talking about the problems or conflicts, and then the end is about resolution, okay? First, introduction, the characters and the setting. And then the second, rising action. It is the beginning of the conflict, yeah, how the conflict can be complicated. Here you are. And then we enter the climax here. From here, exposition is the beginning, okay? You put your character, your setting here, and then there is rising action, and then there is climax. Climax is the highest point, the highest conflicts, yeah, the highest problems that appear in your short story. And then there is a falling action. Falling action is the events and complications and begin to resolve themselves. The reader knows what has happened next and if the conflict was resolved or not. So falling action is the beginning of resolution. And then we comes to the conflict. Conflict is essential to plot. Without conflict, there is no plot, okay? So after choosing the setting, the character, you must have a conflict, yeah? A conflict in your short story. It is the opposition of forces. which ties one incident to another and makes the plot move. Conflict is not merely limited to open arguments. Nah, when you get confused about making conflict in your life, so you just write the conflict of yourself. It can be a central struggle, dominant struggle, and of course in the conflict there are two kinds of conflict. The first is external, yeah. Maybe you have a conflict with your brother, with your sister, with your friend. They are called as external conflict. And then there is internal conflict. You make your decision, you think hard, you have, what is that? Galau, yeah. Galau is internal conflict. The popular term that the young people use is internal conflict, called as galau. If you think about something, you think hard day by day, just think about it. So it is internal conflict. Even though your short story just has an internal conflict, it is already a short story, okay? Sometimes you don't have external conflict, but you have internal conflict. But sometimes you have both of them, external and internal. Next. Next. This one, man versus man, physical, yeah, fighting. Man versus circumstance. So, this is when you have a decision, yeah. And then man versus society, maybe you struggle against ideas, customs, yeah. And also man versus himself, it is the internal conflict, yeah, or psychological conflict. You have your own ideas and limitation and etc. And then about the person, about the person can be called as characteristics of a person. First is about physical, and then the second is about, what is that, behavior, yeah. What he says, what he feels, what he dreams, you just write. And then what you do, what other people say about the main character. And then, of course, it is individual. Characters are individual, characters are developing, and characters are static, yeah. Only those persons who appear in your short story. Now, POV, this is point of view. Innocent eye, POV. The story is told through the eyes of a child, yeah. Point of view from the innocent person or a child. And then there is a stream of consciousness. The reader feels as if they are inside the head, okay? And then point of view of the first person. Ini yang paling sering ya muncul ya. You often read the short story using I, me, we. That is called as the first person point of view. You know what you feel, you know what you hear, you know what you see. You just use this point of view, yeah. And then the third person point of view, orang ketiga. So omniscient limited, the author tells the story in third person. We only know what the characters know and what the author allows him or her to tell us. And then we can see the thoughts and feeling of character. This is the omniscient limited. And then the third person objective tells the story in the third person. as a camera following you, going everywhere, recording. It can be used as a novel, yeah. You can use this, the third person. It is easier for you to use the first person, I, yeah, or the second person. The story is told to another character using the pronoun you, your, and yours. It is not often used in fiction writing, but used in letters, speeches, and other forms of nonfiction. That's for speech, yeah, pidato. Don't use this. It's for speech, yeah. Just use the first person or the third person. And then the theme, you can choose one of the theme or controlling ideas of or central insights. Yeah, believe in yourself. Maybe you have a conflict about not being confident about yourself and you don't believe in yourself. You can take this theme. And then things are not always as they appear to be. Don't judge a book by its cover. Okay, you can take this. And then people are afraid of change. And also don't, oh, this is almost the same, yeah. I will give you the link for you to write. You can start writing a short story. Wait, we have to make a draft first. I will share the PPT to the group. Yeah. Wait. This one. Just a minute. Let's write. Please, you open the link that I sent to your chat group. We are going to write online, even though it is a simple, writing, no problem. Yeah, you can edit it later. I will send it to your group, WhatsApp group. Yeah. Here you are. Let's write short story. You can write a simple creative short story about you yourself, okay? About you yourself. Here it is. Can you open the link? And
Yes,
I will send to, yes?
Yes.
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Miss.
Any question? Any question?
Excuse me, Miss.
Yes, please.
How many paragraph will make to
Okay,
make the
good
story?
question. How many paragraphs? So how many paragraphs can you write? Minimum 3 paragraphs, okay? The first paragraph is orientation. Orientation is the characters, okay? Introducing characters, introducing the setting, who is the character, and then when is the setting, where is the setting, who, when, where, okay? Paragraph 1. And then paragraph 2, you can develop your conflict, okay? And then paragraph 3 is the resolution, how you solve your problem. Just a simple short story. Maybe it is a funny short story about your, maybe you ever, what is that? get lost. Yeah, you ever get lost? Siapa yang pernah tersesat itu ditulis. You can make a short story. Get lost in the forest, for example, or get lost because of Google Map. Nah, it is also a conflict, right? There is a conflict, a simple conflict that is called man or people versus the circumstance or the situation versus the nature, because you get lost and you don't know what to do and how you can find your new way to your house, for example, or maybe about the conflict in your classroom with your friends, with your best friend. So you can write it. Minimum 3 paragraphs, okay? If it is possible, you can develop into 5, yeah, 5. Minimum 3, I will write in the Padlet, yeah. I will write it in your link. Minimum 3 paragraphs. You can start right now if you have the ideas. Just a minute. Okay. Here it is. I will write minimum 3 paragraphs, maximum unlimited. Okay. I don't want to limit your creativity, but I just limit your minimum. Okay. You write short story based on your experience. Okay. Short story. You can connect with your imagination, as we previously learned before, that a short story is a new story, can be based on realistic, based on your experience. It can be based on your dreams or imagination. Why not? You can mix them. Yeah. One minimum 3, maximum unlimited. But usually short story just, I think, 3 pages. Yeah, 3 pages of A4. It is enough. Yeah. Maximum can be 15 paragraph. Yeah, usually like that. If it is too long, it is called as novel. Yeah. Minimum 3 paragraph. I don't want to write the maximum one. Minimum 3 paragraph. Paragraph 1, it is introduction. Okay. Introduction. The setting. Where. When. For example, one day. That is called as the setting. Yeah. One day. And then who. I. You can answer these questions. Okay. Where. When. Who. And then the second, after introduction, you can write the conflict directly. This is minimum. Okay. And then the third is resolution. How you solve the problem. How you solve the conflict. Okay. Conflict or problems. And then just one. Resolution. How you solve. Resolution or solve the problem. You must have problem, okay, to write a short story. Minimum 3. If there are 5 paragraphs, yeah. If there are 5 paragraphs, so it will be, the first is the same, okay, introduction. This is optional. Maybe you can develop a better using your own ideas. Why not? And the second, before getting into conflict, there is called as rising action. Rising action about the beginning, okay? The beginning or yeah, the beginning of your conflict. Conflict about your cat is lost, yeah. And then the third is the conflict itself. And then the fourth, the fourth is falling action. Falling action is how you solve it. Falling action, how something get things better. And then the last is resolution. Minimum like this, okay? Minimum 3 paragraphs or 5 paragraphs. Up to you, okay? You can write by clicking the plus here. Yeah. Find the button plus or pencil, and then you double click anywhere. Here you are, double click anywhere, drag files in, paste from clipboard, or click here to pause. Oh yeah, I have to remind you that use your own experience is better. Use your own imagination, it is better rather than copying paste from the internet. Yeah. If you ever read the same story like you, why not? Yeah, you can develop the story. You can mix them. Jangan lupa ya adik-adik, jangan lupa apa itu tadi, kreativitasnya, creative writing. Kreatif itu you create something new. You create a new story, okay? You create a new story that will be useful for other people, for entertainment, for example, to entertain. So when other people read your story, they will get entertained and they will be glad after reading your story. Or maybe your writing can be an inspiration for other people. Okay, here you are. You can start writing right now. Yeah, if you have difficulty, you can ask me directly. Boleh menulis ya. Oh yeah, here there are two students are writing. I can see from here. Good job, good job. Just write, Tulis saja ya adik-adik ya. You don't need to wait for the inspiration. You just write what you think. You just write what you ever know. You just write what you ever hear. About the tenses, it will be easier for you to use verb to, ya. Tensesnya kalian gunakan, adik-adik gunakan verb kedua, use verb to. It is easier for you because you have the same tenses and it can be published directly. Ya. Don't forget to write your name. Don't forget to write your name and then your NIM, ya. Nomor induk mahasiswa. What is that? NIRM. Nomor induk registrasi mahasiswa. Okay. You write your name and then your NIM or NIRM. And then your short story. Something simple, yeah, something simple that you ever think, that you ever feel, that you ever experience. Just write, okay? Any question again? Okay, meanwhile, waiting for you to write. Meanwhile, waiting for you to write. for our next meeting, of course, we will review our writing, okay? We will review your short stories and we will discuss it, and maybe you want to edit it. If you want to edit your writing, okay. But right now, just write what you think, what you feel. Just write what your imagination, a short story, simple. I will try to edit the setting. Maybe you want to edit it. If you want to edit the writing, so you can edit. Just a minute. I will make sure that you can edit your writing. This one. And then there is edit. I will change the setting. So all the students who write here can edit their writing without writing in a new column again. Layout, yeah. Layout. Already. You can add your photo, ya. Boleh menambahkan foto ya adik-adik ya. You can add your personal photo related to the story, okay? Just your photos, so I can know your face from your writing. I can't know the writer's photograph. Layout. You can, what is that? Wallpaper, color, author, content, remix, reaction, comment, icon, oh, you can add the icon or emoji, and then group post by section, author and timestamp. You can like your friend's writing, give numeric scores to post. Oh, you can grade your friend's writing. If you choose to grade your friend's writing, I think okay. You can give reaction or grade your friend's writing. And then about the content, approval, no, remix, allow non-admins to remix this Padlet, yes, why not? And then about content, yes. I hope that you can change your writing. If you need to edit the tenses, for example, yeah, you can use verb to, yeah, use verb to for your writing. Use past tense, can be simple past tense or past perfect tense or past continuous, all in past, okay? Tensesnya adik-adik pakai past tense, ya. Heading, appearance, layout. Okay, any question again? Copy design. Write minimum 3 paragraphs. Don't forget to write an original story, okay? your own story. You can greet your friends, writing. Just right there, okay? So it is easier for you to copy if you have written a book, so you can add this story to your book, yeah. Or maybe we make a collection or bunga rampai, yeah, a collection of short story writings for Universitas Pasir Pangarayan. Still writing. Ya, adik-adik biar nulis dulu ya. I will mute my microphone. Saya permisi ya, biar adik-adik bisa konsentrasi. So you can focus and have concentration for writing. Well, here it is. There is a short story. It's interesting. Experience in Lake Toba Lake, Samosir Island. This is Sari. Once there was a young woman named Sari who had always dreamed of visiting Lake Toba, a beautiful volcanic. Okay, this is called as introduction. Okay, introduction about the orientation, right? She had heard stories of its stunning blue. Okay, finally, after years of dreaming, Sari was able to make her way to Lake Toba. She decided to take a boat out onto the water to explore. As she sailed across the lake, later that day, Sari decided to visit one of the traditional, reflecting on her experience, realized that Lake Toba had exceeded all of her expectation. Okay, good idea. This is a writing from Septian. Septian. Good job, Septian. Kurang apa ini, Septian? You add about the conflict. Yeah. Konfliknya masih ada sedikit. There was a little conflict here. Decided to take a boat. Yeah. Out onto the water to explore the sheer size and beauty of the lake. She decided to take a boat out onto the water to explore. Nah, ini kurang diasah lagi konfliknya. Si Sari itu tadi Septian ya. Septian tadi pakai tokoh Sari. Sari decided to visit. There, she was welcomed warmly. Nah, langsung disambut hangat. Ini mestinya dibuat suatu konflik ya, Septian. You make a new conflict. Karena di sini nggak ada konfliknya, dia langsung disambut. There, she was welcomed warmly by the local and treated to a performance of traditional Batak dance and music. Nah, ini mestinya ada konfliknya, kamu tambahkan di situ. Misalnya, for example, she was welcomed, but not warmly. Tapi nggak dengan ramah. Atau gini, Sari decided to visit one of the traditional Batak villages that dotted the lake's edge. Nah, itu kamu tambahkan konfliknya di situ. Misalnya, she got lost. Misalnya tersesat ya. Akhirnya baru dia disambut hangat gitu ya. Itu kamu tambahkan lagi. You add a little conflict there. Di tengah-tengahnya itu untuk menjadi climax. Jadi bagaimana paniknya Sari, how Sari felt, how Sari made a decision, and how Sari what to do. You right there ya. Ini masih flat ini, tambahin sedikit ya. Sudah bagus ceritanya. Good story, but you need to add something. What is that? A conflict ya. Something surprising, sesuatu yang surprise ya, something surprising. Something that the readers didn't know. Suddenly, tiba-tiba ya. Kamu tambahkan ya, Septian. Mana ini adik Septian? Septian, you add di sini. Sudah bagus ceritanya, jangan dirubah-rubah ya. Tinggal ditambahkan di sini. You add a surprising event, a conflict event, or the climax event about her experience. Jadi nanti judulnya ya. Judulnya itu tadi bukan experience tapi getting lost misalnya, tersesat. Seperti kisah-kisah horor kan seperti itu ya. Sampai all the readers would like to read your story. Nah, itu kamu ganti. You change with your climax event. Okay? Bisa diedit apa enggak ini? From here I can edit. But I don't know from your app. Where is Septian? Bisa Septian? Can you edit your writing there? Kalau kesulitan nggak apa-apa di sebelahnya lagi. Just copy paste and then you change the writing untuk membedakan tulisan pertama dengan tulisan kedua. Ditambahkan, just add one conflict. Conflict versus man, or versus human, or versus the condition, or versus animal, misalnya aja. Misalnya kalau yang di Bali, ya, in Bali, you will have a conflict when you go to recreational place. What is that? The monkey will take your wallet. The monkey will take your cell phone. This one. And then the monkey took it, and then you run. You run to take it. Okay? Go on. Tambahkan lagi ya, you add. That's good. Who's next? Meanwhile, waiting. Yes, all right, ma'am. Try for advice or forget. Yes. It's okay. Your writing is good. Sudah bagus ya. It's a really interesting story. You just need to add something surprising event ya. Pinter ini. Septian pinter ya. From that moment on, Lake Toba held a special place inside his heart, and she knew that she would always treasure her time there. From that moment on, Lake Toba held a special place inside his heart, and she knew that she had to be careful with, ditambah, she had to be careful with, misalnya barang bawaannya tertinggal ya. She forgot her bag, for example, and then suddenly she realized and then come back. Okay, we still have 9 minutes more for writing. Maybe if the time is not enough, it's okay. You can go on later on. And then for next meeting, we will review and revise your writing, so your writing can be a good writing, and it can be published in your blog. If you have blog, you can publish it in your blog. And if you have an idea to publish a book together with your friends, so you can publish it. And I will help you to publish, and it will be an interesting book for all of us. Yeah, this is a pity if we just put your writing here and without publishing to any kinds of publication. Yeah, there are still some students writing. Good job, good job. Okay. And then who else? Okay, meanwhile waiting, maybe you have a question. Ada yang mau ditanyakan adik-adik? Maybe you have a question for your task today. Writing a short story. Don't forget, a short story always has a conflict. Harus ada konfliknya yang seru gitu ya. Something surprising, something interesting, something that can make the readers, what is that? Interested in reading your short story, because it has a conflict. The conflict that maybe all the people ever experience, but you forget to write it. For example, you lost your key, you lost your wallet when you go to recreational place, and then you get lost, and then you have a conflict about what is that? Communication with friends. Your friends already get on the bus, but you are left behind because you are what is that? Just see the scenery. Why not? Yeah, tambahkan lagi adik-adik ya. Short story must have a conflict, and then there is a resolution. Resolution can be resolusinya bisa apa itu? Happy ending or sad ending. Misalnya nggak ketemu, lapor ke polisi, itu sad ending ya. If you forgot something and you lost something, your wallet or your cell phone, and then it is a happy ending. You can finally found your cell phone. Why? Because your friend took it and gave it to your lecturer and announce it to all the students, and then you can get your own mobile phone again. That is the conflict. Okay. Another question, please. Or another writing. Okay, go on, go on. How many paragraphs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoa. There are 7 paragraphs written by Septian. Even I just asked 3 or 5 or unlimited, but you write 7 paragraphs. Good job, Septian. Good job. Just revise your conflict. Yeah, you add your conflict. You can add here. Oh, you can write the grade. Okay. Who else would like to ask question? Oh, 4 minutes more. So we can take photo ya. Sambil kalian ngetik, kalian buka kameranya ya. We take photo together before the class ends. Yeah. And also, I need, what is it? One thing that comes to mind about today's training. One thing that comes to mind about today's is it appear? Does it appear? Just a minute. One thing that comes to mind about today's training. You can open your camera. We will take photo together. Smile. Miftahul, beautiful. Sukma, Rosa, Shinta, Norma. Oh, cute. Tela, cute. Nelly, beautiful. Dimas, Hermalina. Okay, you can open your camera and we will take photo together because 3 minutes more, the class will end. 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay, we will end. We will end our program. We will end our class at 11:30. Okay. Maybe Miss Badal would like to say something before closing our session.
Yeah, I would like to say thank you very much, Miss Amel. Thank you very much. Yeah, actually, I also follow the lesson. And then it is very great if the students already start to write short story. And then actually our goals, Miss Amel, at the end of this subject, the student will publish their short story later.
Okay.
Yeah, with maybe our publishing, we have a publisher. Miss.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then maybe we will publish the short story together and also with Miss Amel name later.
Wow, that's great, Miss. Wow.
Yeah,
So
I
it
hope
was,
so. Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Mm.
So it will be published after we complete 1 semester, yeah, Miss. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
good idea.
Actually, we will publish with all of our names.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. So we also can write our short stories
Yeah.
together with students.
Yeah, maybe we can say that it is the anthology.
Yeah. Good idea, Miss. Well, already 11:30, so we will continue again. Next meeting, yeah, Miss. Next meeting is on Wednesday. The
Yes.
same day, the same time, but different date. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
On May the 10th. Yeah, 10. Okay. That's all for today. Thank you very much for your attention and your participation. I can see that all the students here are smart and they have good spirit to learn. I hope all the students can complete the writing next week and we will review and revise and edit your writing together. Okay, thank you very much, Miss Badal. Thank
You're
you very
welcome.
much, all the students. Yeah, see you.
See you, Miss Samel. See you next week, and
Yeah.
also the students. And don't forget to do your assignment.
Okay, Miss Badal. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you, man.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.